Hey guys, back again. It's about 8:30 in the morning. I'm going camping this weekend. This will be a solo trip. Alright guys, so we're at camp. You can see I got it, kind of set up already. I didn't want to, film anything without the tarp up, protect my camera. So we're hammock camping again this time. Got the tarp overhead, and then as soon as I get the tarp and everything set up, it quits raining. Ain't that the way it goes? But I didn't have any breakfast yet. This morning, I don't know what time it is now, I didn't check, but I'm getting pretty hungry, so I'm gonna sit here, have a little snack, and then we'll finish getting camp organized. Yep. See you in a bit. Alright guys, so here's the gear bomb. This is basically everything I've brought with me, minus just a couple things that I have in my haversack. In there I have a spoon knife and a carving knife, and some dry tinder that I had brought with me because, all this rain, I didn't know if I'd be able to find anything or not. So I just brought some with me. But we got my chair in here. A new pot that you're gonna see here shortly because it's lunchtime and I'm hungry. A little cup, for some tea. Flint and steel kit, first aid kit, an extra pair of socks. In here I have a new shovel that I got. Some bug spray. Here's the shovel. Oh, and an extra tent peg. Here's a shovel. Come on, camera. I got a new lens, hoping that I'd be able to focus in on things better. There we go. Can you read anything on there? So yeah, that's pretty neat. Some pipe tobacco. I brought my cult pipe tobacco again. Really like this stuff. If you saw the last video, I said it tastes, you know, like those Queen Anne cordial cherries. Oh man, it's so freaking good. Oh man, if you guys could smell that. It smells fantastic. It's a very, very nice tobacco. I absolutely love it. So yeah, we got that in there, and this is just like my possibles pouch, little gear dump kind of thing. I got this off Bushcraft USA. I thought, why not? You know, try something new. I tried a little bit on my front porch. It works really good. And Silky Pocket Boy. Yep, that's it in there. You guys have seen this before. This is where I keep my pipe. Headlamp, little flashlight, and my party lights that go up on the top of my hammock. Did I say first aid kit? Oh, this is the new thing. I'll show this in detail here in a little while. GoPro, which I haven't used this thing in a very long time, and hatchet, tomahawk. I've done a lot of work to this thing because I like a tomahawk where you can remove the head, and this one, the head was on there so incredibly tight you could not remove it, so I had to rehaft it. Did a lot of shaping to this handle, and then I stained it, made it look really nice. I put a killer edge on this freaking tomahawk. This thing is devil sharp, devil sharp. Let me see if I can get this head off without beating it off of the ground. Yeah, there we go. See, I think, you know, if you're using a tomahawk in the woods for camping and stuff, you should be able to remove the head so that you can use it, you know, for, you know, things in the hand. I can use this for cutting up, you know, meat. I don't have to use my knife or something like that. You know, it's just very multi-purpose when you can take it off of the handle. So yeah, I think that's all. Yeah, here, food bag. I didn't bring, you know, steaks and stuff like I usually do. I just brought some dehydrated backpacker meals. I don't usually eat those, but I didn't feel like, excuse me, carrying in extra weight more than I already had. My pack was already pretty heavy. It weighed, you know, the pack and everything in it weighed 46 pounds, but I'd say about 12 pounds of that won't be coming back out with me because that's food and water. I have two 40-ounce clean canteens filled with water, and two I don't know, 33 some ounce smart water bottles filled with water. So, you know, that stuff won't be coming back out with me. Yeah, that's it. I think that's everything. All right, let's have lunch. So here's the new pot. If you guys follow me on my Facebook group, you'll see I also got a new Moore's bush pot. The reason I didn't bring the Moore's pot is I don't have a cover for it yet, and I don't want to get my pack all sooted up. Yeah, I could have put it in like a plastic, excuse me, plastic grocery bag or something, but I just brought this one. I have it. So it's got the handles. I can use it for a cup or whatever, you know, that's pretty cool. Lid with the steam or strainer holes on it. Oh, sweet. I forgot this was in here. Can you see that? Yeah. Pork flavored ramen seasoning. Guys, I know I'm laughing, but seriously, this is really good. This is a good drink. You don't have to have it with just the noodles. It's good just as a drink. And then we got the old Bush Buddy. Bush Buddy. Bush Buddy. I love this stove, you guys. A fantastic stove. So yeah, the pot is new. It's the Toaks 1100. Got some dirt in it already. But inside here, I don't know if I can get the camera to see or not, but right here it's got graduation marks, so that's kind of cool, I guess, for people that honestly for people that care about that. I mean, it's a nice feature, don't get me wrong. Nice bail, there we go. I like the divots on the bales. The Moore's pot doesn't have that. I mean, it's not like a deal breaker or anything like that, obviously, but I like those divots. You know, my Zebra had that divot, so you always are hung center, you know, so that's pretty cool. I like that. All right, so what? Big deal, right? It's a pot. Let's get to cooking. I'm hungry. So we're gonna use this stuff. We brought it. I don't, you know, necessarily need it, because like I said, I brought other dry tenders with me, but I showed it to you, so now we'll show you, you know, how it works. Okay, so with this, you treat it just like, you know, wood that you were trying to make feather sticks with or anything like that. You just, you know, start shaving it. Now, I don't want to shave too close to that rock. I don't want to hit my knife off of it. But it cuts just like butter. It's very easy, you know, to cut the wood, and it's just wax impregnated. Is that camera focusing? I can't tell. Too far away from it. So we're just going to put it right here on top of the pot and hopefully be able to get the sparks to land right there. Oh, I put it out. There we go. That was kind of tricky, lighting it like that. But it worked. Wipe our knife off. Put it back in the sheath. We don't want any accidents. Put our ferro rod back where we got it. We don't want to lose it. I'll tell you though, guys, it's actually kind of chilly out here today. All this dreary, wet, cold, rainy weather, and with the wind blowing, I'm glad I brought an extra shirt, that's for sure. One thing I like about the Morse pot that this pot don't have, oh well, it kind of stays on its own. I was going to say that the Morse pot has a locking position bail. This one, yeah, it's not too bad. I don't know how much that meal takes, so I'm just going to put a bunch in this pot, and then what, if any, water's left over, I can make myself a cup of tea. Ooh, almost lost it. Check me out, I'm magic. Come on, get it, get it. Oh, I did it. Look at that. I'm amazing. Nobody else on YouTube has ever done that before. I'm the first one. Okay. Now today we are going to use the ball feet that I got for it. Rain's coming again. It let up there for a good while. That was nice. But the weatherman did say it was supposed to rain pretty much all day. But I mean, come on. Who even believes the weatherman, right? Apologies to all the weathermen out there that may be watching this. But guys, get it together. 100% chance of rain today, and you walk out and you get friggin' sunburn. No rain in sight. Here comes the rain again. Oh yeah. Ooh, she's a tight one. There we go. How's our water doing? Oh, we're just about there. Just about, just about. A couple more sticks and that should have it. Da, 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 da. Now I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head. I tell you, man, it just doesn't get any better. I'll tell you, it just really doesn't. Another thing I'll tell you, I miss these solo trips. I mean, my channel's name is Lone Woodsman. You know, before I couldn't get anybody to go with me. Now I got people that want to go with me, and I'm glad to take them. Now, don't get me wrong, I love camping with other people, I really do. But that being said, there is something about being here and now all alone, all by yourself. You can just, I don't know, it's different. It's a different atmosphere. You guys that do it, you know. I don't, you know, I'm not a man of words, so I don't know how to explain it. It's just this certain feeling that comes over you when it's just you. I really, really enjoy it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I do. Chili mac. I've had this one before. I do really like it. Alright, should be all done. Still nice and hot. Feels really liquidy. I think I definitely put too much water in. No, it ain't bad. It ain't bad at all. Yep. Everything seems to have reconstituted nicely. Can you see that there? Got a nice little smudge fire going. The bugs were starting to come out. If you guys watched my last video, you saw this, my spice kit. So, I mean, while this is good, it needs some black pepper. Fair amount of black pepper. Cayenne pepper. Not quite as much as the black pepper though. Onion powder. Garlic powder. Oh, if I can get the top out. I wedged it in there pretty good. Oh, come on now. Nope. I just snapped the top of the cork off even with the bottle. So I'm not going to be using garlic powder. Yeah, I could dig that out of there, but then I wouldn't have a way to close this, so I'm gonna have to carve me a new piece of cork to put in there. That's one thing I don't like about these bottles. I need like stronger cork. Some of them are really strong, some of them are just weak. I guess this is a nice stiff piece. And last is ghost pepper sea salt. I'm not gonna put a lot of that in just because this stuff's already pretty salty. I don't want it to be too salty. And we mix that all up. Get all those spices in there. Holy crap, this thing is hot. That's tasty. Can you guys even see me anymore? Lucky you if you can't, right? That smudge fire though definitely banished the bugs from me. So I'm happy about that. Alright guys, dinner, or not dinner, excuse me, lunch is done and in the books. It was delicious, my belly's full, and I am happy. But I want to get a real campfire going now. I could just keep the bush buddy going, but I like a campfire. Before I started, I wanted to show you guys some new strikers I got. You've seen this before, my flint and steel kit. There's one, there's one. Got one more down in there. Okay, so this one here is one a buddy made for me. It's made out of titanium. I never had a titanium striker before. Let me get a piece of flint out. Show you some sparks. It has like incredibly bright sparks. If you guys have ever done solar fire, and you look at the spot, you know, from the magnifying glass, how it leaves spots on your eyes, these sparks do the same freaking thing. Oh, get up where you can see it. Can you hear it popping and crackling? Let me get up closer to the microphone. I mean, that's pretty cool. It really showers some sparks. So yeah, that's, come on camera, I'm right here. There you go. That's a titanium striker, pretty neat. I got this one here at Outvion last year. Yeah guys, Outvion's canceled this year. I understand why they did it, because of the whole COVID thing. But man, I really look forward to that. So we'll have to wait until next year. So I got this one there last year. Now you see the difference, bring it back up. You see the difference in the sparks. I mean, it still throws good sparks, but a big difference between the titanium one and the steel. And then I got this one. This one's pretty cool. You see the divot there? It's good for, you know, holding in the hand for bearing block for bow drill fire. So yeah, that one's pretty cool. This one I find I don't usually much hold it like this. I usually just hold it here in the middle. It throws good sparks as well. But I think I've never started a fire with the titanium one, and since my friend made it for me, I think that's the one we'll use today. So let me get that freaking rain's back again. Let me get things gathered up and ready, and we'll get us a fire going. Alright, so I got a little pile of stuff I collected, you know, just picking up, you know, whatever dead stuff I could find. And we just gotta process it all up. Get our little stuff. Pick that off first. It's raining pretty good now. Here's my wood pile. Got a stick propping up a ridge line right there to keep the tarp a little higher. Got one more stick there. But over here, you know, since it's raining, I'm not camping near water. That's right there is always a good idea. I mean, it's free. I didn't have to carry it in. It's just filling up my pot. You guys hear the thunder? We've been getting rained on pretty heavy here for a while. Alright, so here's what we've collected in free water. Almost completely full. You guys didn't think I was joking, did you? You see me? Yeah, sorry about all the tight quarters filming. It's still raining. So you take your seasoning and you dump it in your cup. And this water is our rainwater that we've been gathering up. And you just give it a little swirl around or stir it with your spoon or a stick or something. I usually just don't fill it the whole way. I'll just put a little bit of water in and just, you know, slosh it around a little bit. It mixes it up pretty good. We got her pretty full. Yeah, that's good. All right, it is snack time. So what we're gonna have is some popcorn. You just need some oil, your popcorn, and salt, or unless you don't want to put anything on it, you know, salt or butter or whatever. So the way you do it is you take your oil and you put it in your pot, and you put in enough oil, you know, just to cover the bottom of it. So let's go ahead and do that. Get the oil in here. Alright, bottom's nice and coated. Then you just put it on the fire, let your oil get hot, dump in your popcorn, wait until it's done. Alright, so we got our oil on. Once it gets hot enough, it'll start to smoke a little bit, and then that's when you dump in your corn. Okay, so our oil's ready. All you do is pour in your popcorn, enough to cover the bottom of the pot. I'm gonna shake that around a little bit, cover the bottom there. Then we'll put our lid on. And in just a few minutes, we'll have some delicious popcorn. We're gonna lose our lid. All right, popcorn is all done. It's even sticking to the lid. Oh man. That's good. I really like popcorn. And this is popcorn salt. Really finely ground. Like a dust. That's good. So good. Ah, smoke got me. Okay, now I'm not a mushroom guy. I don't know what mushrooms are, to look at them. I don't like to eat them, nothing. But I posted in my group asking people what this particular mushroom was, if they knew, and everybody tells me, everybody that replied has told me that it's called chicken of the woods, and that I should eat it. So I'm gonna. I want to thank Scott, Jeff, Brian, and Jacqueline. They're all the ones that replied to me and told me that this was chicken of the woods. I thought it would be a lot softer. It's kind of bouncy, rubbery kinda. But I mean, they say it's really good and that I should try it. They say, you know, if I like chicken of the woods, if I like chicken, I'll like this. I was looking online on my phone and it says to cook it just like you would chicken. So we're gonna try it. I'm gonna gather some up and then we'll make our dinner and we'll have some of this with it. I guess anything's worth a shot. I mean, worst case scenario, if they're wrong, this will be my last video. I'll have to have my wife edit it and post it for me, so we'll see. I don't know if you cut it or pull it off, or let's cut it. Yeah, it definitely smells like fungus. I don't see like any bugs on it or anything. Okay, my memory card was full, so I hope I got everything with the mushroom there, but figured I'd bring it and show it to you guys. This is what it looks like. Most of you guys probably already know, you know, what this is, and oh yeah, that's good stuff. I don't mess with mushrooms. I don't like them. But everybody keeps telling me, you need to try it. You need to try it. So I'm gonna try it. It's real meaty. Like, I mean, it feels like, just right now, it feels like when I squeeze it, like overcooked chicken. You know how it gets like real tough? That's honestly what it feels like. I mean, it's got like a fungus smell. but it's not like a bad smell, if that makes sense. Fungus isn't bad smelling. I always thought it was. It's very slight. It doesn't have like a strong aroma. Nah, they said cook it first. Okay, so we're gonna try this stuff. I'm just gonna throw it in a pot for now. I'm gonna grab me some oil and some seasonings. And we're gonna cook it and eat just very little bit of it to see if it's gonna kill me, give me diarrhea or something. I mean, yeah, you know, I trust what they're saying. You know, there's people out there that know better than I do, and they're all saying it's the same thing, and I looked it up online, and the pictures and the description look identical to what I have in my hand here. So if I wasn't really sure of what this was, there'd be no way I would do this, and I don't recommend to anybody watching that you go out and pick mushrooms and eat them, because it can make you incredibly sick, and worst case scenario, it can kill you. So I'm gonna save this big piece, and I'm just gonna cut up this little one and cook it in here with some oil and some seasoning, and then we're gonna give it a try. Okay, so we got our oil. I'll put some oil in the bottom of here. And then I'm gonna just break this up into smaller pieces and be sure that there ain't no bugs in it, because I mean, I'm already eating mushrooms. I don't want to eat bugs with them, because I was reading, you know, when I was researching it, they said about some kind of beetles and stuff that really like to burrow into this and whatever. Yeah, I mean, when you pull it apart, like, it looks like meat fibers. I mean, it really honestly does. Doesn't that look like a piece of chicken? Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I do. Okay, so we got a few pieces in there. Let me grab my spices. It's a shame we can't use our garlic powder. I love garlic. Okay, so black pepper. I'm just gonna season it, you know, like I would chicken. So black pepper. Let's put some Lowry's seasoning salt in there. And some onion powder. Come on, get out of there. Alright, that's seasoned good enough for me. That tastes good on chicken, so mix it all around good. Give you guys a look at it before, and then we'll give you a look at it after. So there's our chicken of the woods. Alrighty. She's a cooking. Alright, so we're gonna cook this up, and then we'll bring you back when it's done, or at least when I think it's done. And we're gonna eat some mushrooms. You know, I've talked to other mushroom people, and I tell them, you know, mushroom people that like mushrooms, people that hunt mushrooms, and they, you know, we get to talking, and I just tell them, you know, oh, I don't like mushrooms. And they're like, well, what kind of mushrooms have you had? And I tell them, you know, just the ones you get at the store, you know, Walmart or whatever. And they say, oh, those like what are they called? I can't remember what they're called, but they come in like the cans and the jars. They're like gray, slimy, putrid, disgusting things. And they said, well, that's why, because those are like the most disgusting mushrooms you can eat. And they say, you know, to try chicken of the woods and chanterelles, morels. There's a couple other ones that I've heard of. You know, people talk and say that they're really good, but I can't bring them to memory right now. But so I've heard of this before. I've never seen it, or well, I have seen this before. I just didn't know what the heck it was, because mushrooms have never interested me. So I've never researched them. I've never looked for them. I've never tried to identify them. Nothing. But when I saw this one today, I mean, the color, when I was walking into this spot, I mean, it stuck out like a sore thumb, and I thought it was so cool looking. So I posted it and then started asking, you know, and they tell me, yeah, that's called chicken of the woods. It's edible, it's good, and you should really try it. So we're gonna do it. We'll bring you back here when it's done, and I'm gonna eat my first ever wild mushroom. This is the first ever for me, guys. It's exciting and it's terrifying. I do believe them. I honestly do. But I mean, you know, you always hear about how, oh, don't eat mushrooms, don't pick mushrooms, they'll kill you. You'll shoot blood out your butthole, you know, whatever. But I'm doing this, and we're gonna see how it goes. I think they're done. I think they're a little overdone. They're burnt in some spots, but I'm okay with that. I forgot to bring my little leather pad that I use to grab pot handles with, but luckily this is titanium, so it cools down very quickly. Smells good. Still kind of looks the same though, except for the spots where it's burnt. All right. Well, I swallowed it. So that's chicken in the woods. It's freaking good. I am shocked. It's juicy. It feels in my mouth, the texture feels like I'm eating a piece of meat. Well, I am shocked. This is a turning point in my life. I just thought all mushrooms were gross, slimy, disgusting. Now, just because I like this one doesn't mean, you know, that I'm gonna like a whole bunch of different mushrooms, but now I'm willing to try. I'm very pleasantly surprised. I mean, I just want to keep eating it, but it is a wild mushroom. You know, I want to go slow and eat just a little bit and make sure that it's, I mean, even if it is, well, even it is chicken of the woods, but that doesn't mean that maybe I'm allergic to it or something. I don't freaking know. You know, it could still make me sick, even though it's, you know, an edible and everybody can eat it. Because, I mean, you know, there's certain foods that, you know, are sold in grocery stores that everybody eats that certain people, they can't eat them. It makes them sick. This could be one for me as I eat another piece. Ooh, that one was burnt. I really like that. I mean, it wasn't like burnt to where it was ashy. You know, it was like a good sear on a steak. You know what I mean? Look at me in the woods eating freaking wild mushrooms. Who'd have thunk it? Again, thank you to everybody that told me to eat this. I'm glad that you did. It's really good. Thank you. I'm going to I'm probably gonna stop eating it, even though I don't want to. And I'm gonna just wait and see how it interacts with my belly. Make sure everything's good, and if so, you know, I'm gonna give it a while. Just, you know, let it get into my digestive system and let it start breaking down, and we'll see what happens. But there's a bunch of it over there, and they're telling me that I can harvest it, and that it, you know, I won't deplete the resource by harvesting it. You can't really over harvest it because it's like in the rotten wood, so it'll keep coming back. So I guess every from my readings, they say like August, July, late July and into August is a good time to find this particular mushroom, and I know exactly where this spot is. So every July, August, I can come back here and look and, you know, see if it's there, and I can get more. And now when I see that, because like I said, I've seen this other places, I just didn't know what the heck it was. Now when I see this out there, you know, I can identify it and be 100% positive it is what I'm looking at, and I can harvest it and take it home and eat it. I am gonna harvest more of this and take it home, and I'm gonna cook it for my wife because she loves mushrooms, and as far as I know, she's never had this before. So it's pretty cool. I mean, this right here, I know this sounds stupid to a lot of you guys, and you're probably like, man, you're a douche canoe. But this made my whole trip. It really did. I mean, I learned something that brand new to me, something I've never known before. And it's not just knowledge in my brain, but I got to feel it, to smell it, to taste it. You know, I think that's really cool. I'm gonna shut up now before I make myself look even stupider. But again, thanks guys. All right, one more piece. One more piece. Yeah, I mean, we've already eaten enough to where if it's gonna make us sick, we're gonna get sick. So let's make it worth it and have one more piece, one more delicious piece. Here, check this out. Come on, camera. Yeah, get in on that. That right there, that burnt bit, maybe, there we go. That burnt bit's good. I like it. Okay, so we got water on to boil for dinner. So while I'm waiting for that, this is the new piece of gear I've been wanting to show you guys. Really excited about it. It's overkill for this trip, but I had to bring it. I've been waiting on this thing for the past 8 weeks. Let me see, where is it here? Okay, so this is how I got it set up. It's a Revelation 850 fill, rated to 0 degrees. I got it extra long, extra wide with the head and foot baffles. It weighs 40, is it focusing on that? I can't tell. 40.2 ounces. So yeah, that's my new piece of gear. Let's get it open here. So yeah, like I said, I know it's overkill for this trip. Obviously a 0 degree bag, you know, but I wanted to test it out. And it's a nice thing about getting hot. You can always uncover. Alright, there we go. So here it is. I got the foot all sealed up. As you can see, there's no air going to be leaking in at my feet in the winter time. So you can zip up the foot box. It's got snaps there at my elbow. It's got snaps up at the head, and then these little clips right here, you can use those to hook around your sleeping pad so that you don't kick your blanket off in the middle of the night or whatever. For dinner tonight, another dehydrated. This is an Alpine Air pepper beef with rice. I'll turn the camera back on, let you guys know what I think of the dinner, and then it's probably just going to be bedtime for the old man. Bill. See you in a bit. Alright guys, dinner is all done. Got my spices here just in case. I've never tried this one before, so I'm not going to put anything in it just yet. We'll see what it tastes like. Man, I'm tired. Holy cow. Can't get it open. Smells good. Yeah. I mean, it's not horrible. Just a little bland. They say pepper, beef, and rice. I don't taste any pepper at all. Just heard something crashing right over there. So we'll put some pepper in it. Some ghost pepper sea salt. See my party lights? And some onion powder. Man, I'm missing that garlic though. It's been a while since I ate them mushrooms. I feel just fine. And they were good. I'd definitely eat that again. I'd rather eat that than this. Definitely better. They said let this sit for whatever I said. What did I say? 10 to 12 minutes. I let it sit for like 20. And there's still crunchy bits in here. I even put in a little bit more water than what they said. Yeah, whatever. It'll fill my belly. Help me go to sleep. So guys, that's pretty much a wrap for the day. I'm gonna eat this stuff here, and I don't even think I'm gonna sit by the fire for a little bit. I think I'm just gonna eat, clean up any messes I have around, go to bed. The rain, it hasn't been raining now for a little while. It rained for pretty much the whole entire day. They are calling for some more rain. What did it say? Around 9, 10 o'clock, something like that. We're getting pretty close to that now. It's way brighter on this camera than it is looking around these woods. So we've smoke. So we got to be, pretty nigh on 9 o'clock. Yeah, this sucks. I mean, adding the spices did make it a little better, but man, I would love to have a steak right now, some bacon, some steamed vegetables. That would be good. That would be really good. But it is what it is. So I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna go to bed, and I will see you guys in the morning. Night, everybody. Morning, everybody. Last night was fantastic. I slept like a baby. The quilt worked great. I knew it was overkill, coming in, but yeah, it worked out fantastic. The size is wonderful. I did have to, flip it off of me a couple times during the night just because I got too hot. I only got up out of bed one time last night about 3:30 in the morning to go relieve myself. So I was in bed from what was it, probably about 9:30 until right now. It's about 7:30 in the morning. So I got a very restful sleep. That's nice. I sleep better in the woods than I do at home most times, not all the time. But for right now, I'm just gonna sit here and wake up, listen to the woods a little bit. Can you hear him? I got a woodpecker right over here. That I've been listening to for a little bit. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna listen, I'm gonna wake up, and then we'll get some breakfast. Alright, so on our breakfast this morning, we got Pennsylvania pure maple syrup. Ooh, hot. Very, very hot. Yeah, I didn't want to wait for it to cool down. I'm hungry. Hey, check it out. The sun. Alright, let's get some syrup in there. Yeah, a lot of syrup. Oh, that right there just puts it over the top. Oh yeah, that's good. Chamomile tea. And it's a beautiful, beautiful morning. Nice little breeze blowing. The sun was actually poking out. I never even saw the sun yesterday. Got syrup on my finger. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful morning. It's a great day to be in the woods. Any day is a great day to be in the woods, right? Alright guys, I'm gonna have my tea and eat my breakfast. And then before we pack everything up and head for home, I want to go over here and collect some of those chicken of the woods mushrooms. I'm telling you guys, I was incredibly shocked. I honestly did not think I would like it. It was really good. I'm looking forward to cooking some up at home and sharing them with the family. So yeah, I'm gonna eat. See you in a little bit. Alright, so I'm packing up slowly, getting ready to leave, but I wanted to come over and gather some of these mushrooms before I go. So we got a pot full. I'm not greedy. I'll leave the rest where it is. Alright guys, everything's packed up, camp's all cleaned up. I just want to thank you all for watching, and until next time, take care everybody. I wish I had a zoom lens on. This is a prime lens. Can't zoom. Come on, don't be freaking pigs. It won't be staying. Yum. Oh, those ones are good. Found those walking out. Can you guys see that orange in there? Now that I know what it is, it's easy to spot. That's chicken of the woods in there. Alright guys, so as you can see, we're back at the car. So I didn't end the video with the last shot in the woods. I got some footage on the way out. Excuse me. But I just wanted to say something. You saw me picking garbage up on the way in. You saw me picking garbage up on the way out. Look, if you guys can bring it in, you can sure as hell bring it out. And if you can't, I have absolutely no respect for you whatsoever. Don't trash it for other people. See you later, guys.